Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to figure out if companies are actually making a profit or just singing a sad song. Today we're looking at Enanta Pharmaceuticals, and it seems like they've got a bit of a legal spat brewing. So picture this: Enanta Pharmaceuticals, a company that is all about developing drugs, has just announced that they filed a lawsuit. And who are they suing? Well, it's none other than the pharmaceutical giant Pfizer. This isn't just any old complaint. This is a formal report filed with the US Securities and Exchange Commission, known as an 8-K filing. These filings are for important events that shareholders should know about right away. Enanta Pharmaceuticals Inc. is the company in question. They are based in Delaware, and as of August 2025, they've decided to take legal action on a global scale. The date that's really important here is August 2025. This is the day Enanta announced they took Pfizer to court over a patent. Enanta's common stock is traded on a big exchange called the Nasdaq Global Select Market. This means they are a publicly traded company, and their financial, health and legal situations are of interest to a lot of people. Now, the filing tells us that Enanta put out a press release on August 20, 2025. This press release is all about them filing a patent infringement lawsuit against Pfizer in the European Union. So what's this lawsuit all about? Well, it seems Enanta believes Pfizer is using their patented technology without permission. Specifically, Enanta has filed a lawsuit in the Unified Patent Court of the European Union. The case number gives you a hint of the seriousness of this. They are accusing Pfizer of infringing on their European patent number EP4051265. And what product is this patent related to? It's Pfizer's COVID-19 antiviral drug Paxlovid. Enanta is saying that Pfizer's manufacturing, use and sale of Paxlovid in the European Union violates their patent rights. This patent EP4051265 was recently granted and published on August 20, 2025. It's based on a patent application Enanta made back in July 2020. This European patent is actually very similar to a US patent number 11.358.953, which is also involved in an ongoing legal battle between Enanta and Pfizer in the United States. So this isn't the first time they've crossed legal paths. Now, like many companies, Enanta includes a warning about forward-looking statements. This means that when they talk about future expectations, like the outcome of this lawsuit, these are educated guesses and not promises, because there are always risks involved with legal matters and drug development. They are very clear about the risks. They acknowledge that patents they hold, even ones for their own potential drugs, could be proven invalid or unenforceable if challenged in court. And fighting these legal battles can be very expensive and pull their focus away from developing new medicines. This filing essentially includes a press release that details this legal action. It's their way of publicly informing everyone that they are taking Pfizer to court over patented technology used in Paxlovid. So let's break this down. Enanta Pharmaceuticals, a company focused on developing drugs, has lodged a formal complaint against Pfizer. The core of the dispute is over a patent that Enanta holds, which they believe Pfizer is violating with its widely used COVID-19 antiviral drug Paxlovid. The lawsuit is specifically targeting Pfizer's operations within the 18 European Union countries that are part of the Unified Patent Court system. This isn't a new conflict. This European patent is essentially the international version of a US patent that Enanta is already using to sue Pfizer in the States. It seems Enanta is pursuing this on a broad front, protecting its intellectual property wherever potential violations occur. The timing is also noteworthy. The patent in question was only recently granted and formally published on the very same day Enanta announced the lawsuit. This suggests Enanta has been strategically preparing for this move, ready to enforce its rights as soon as the patent was official. The company is being upfront about the inherent uncertainties in these situations. They're not making guarantees about winning or the financial impact going forward. They highlight that patents, even those they believe are strong, can face challenges and potentially be invalidated. This is a crucial part of the patent system, but also a significant risk for companies like Enanta that rely heavily on their intellectual property. They are essentially saying that if they lose this case, or if their patent is deemed invalid, it could have serious negative consequences for them, including financial strain and a hit to their reputation, which could in turn affect their stock price. What this all boils down to is a classic battle over intellectual property in the highly competitive pharmaceutical industry. Enanta presumably has invested heavily in research and development to create these antiviral compounds. When a company like Pfizer with a blockbuster drug like Paxlovid enters the market, companies like Enanta want to ensure they are compensated if their foundational innovations are being used. Now let's look at the broader picture here. Enanta is essentially staking its claim on a significant market opportunity. Paxlovid as a COVID-19 treatment has generated substantial revenue for Pfizer. If Enanta can prove patent infringement and enforce its rights, it could potentially secure a significant payout or royalty stream, or perhaps even force changes in how Pfizer markets or manufactures Paxlovid in Europe. However, as Enanta itself points out, the path forward is fraught with peril. Patent litigation is notoriously complex, time-consuming, and expensive. Pfizer is a global behemoth with deep pockets and a formidable legal team. Enanta's success hinges on the strength of its patent and its ability to convince the court that Pfizer's actions constitute infringement. Looking at Enanta's financial situation, while this specific filing doesn't contain detailed financial tables, we can infer that their strategy is to leverage their R&D and patent portfolio. Companies in this sector often invest heavily in research with the hope that a few successful drugs or patent enforcements will more than cover the costs of many that don't pan out. This lawsuit against Pfizer represents a potentially massive payoff if they win. However, the flip side is the significant risk they are taking on. Fighting a legal battle of this magnitude can drain resources that could otherwise be used for further research and development of new drug candidates. A loss could not only fail to bring in any revenue, but could also result in significant legal costs. So, what's my take on this? Enanta is playing high-stakes poker. They have a potentially valuable patent, and they are going after a major player for what they believe is a violation. This shows a willingness to be aggressive in protecting their innovation, which is crucial for a biotech company. The strength of Enanta here lies in its innovation and its willingness to defend its intellectual property vigorously. The weakness, as they themselves admit, is the inherent risk and cost associated with patent litigation, especially against a company as large and well-resourced as Pfizer. They are also competing in a very crowded space, so staying ahead of the curve with new drug development is critical. The main opportunity is clear. Successful enforcement of their patent could lead to substantial financial gains. The biggest risk is the financial and operational drain of a protracted legal battle, coupled with the possibility of losing the case and having their patent challenged or invalidated. In conclusion, Enanta Pharmaceuticals is making a bold move. They are asserting their rights in a critical area of medicine. Their future success will depend not only on their scientific prowess, but also on their legal strategy and their ability to navigate the complex world of global patent law. It's a story to watch closely, as it could significantly impact both Enanta and Pfizer's position in the antiviral market. What do you think about Enanta's lawsuit against Pfizer? Does Enanta have a strong case? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more in-depth corporate analysis. And don't forget to join our Discord community for more discussions. You can find the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next episode of Corporate Decoder.